family and friends. I'm in a different place today. I'm on my bolster, on my mat. I'm taking a different position with the camera today because I'm going to be laying on my back on my mat, showing you some exercises. And I hope this camera position works. I've got my fingers crossed. Anyway, today we are going to talk about abdominal workouts in a yoga practice. And they are usually used in the core of a practice, Mountain 2, where you're working pretty hard. But they can also be used in the warm-up, Mountain 1, and in the cool-down, Mountain 3. So abdominal exercises are used in almost every platform, routine, program of exercises. And if you can find one where a core ab exercise program isn't used in one of these, you let me know, because I sure don't know what it is. What are the benefits of an abdominal exercise? Well, of course, they build strength in your abdomen, in your obliques, which are the side abdominals. They also work out your hip flexors and your lower back. So, with that said, let me get down on the mat and show you a few. I love my bolster. I am going to lay flat on my back with my legs out. And sometimes in abdominal exercises, your teacher will have you leave your legs out. But those are very intense exercises. So I'm going to have you bend your knees and place your feet flat on the ground. There. By the way, I don't like to lead the subject matter that I'm covering for the day, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to make an exception right here. This is a great position to practice breathing. Take your hands, place them on your belly, and breathe in and out, and feel your belly rise and collapse. It's a great exercise to practice breathing. We should do a video on all the breathing exercises. Anyway, back to abdominals. You've got your knees bent. I want you to take your back, the small of your back, and push it down into the floor. Suck in your belly button and push that lower back to the floor so it's almost fused with the floor. Don't lift it off. Leave it there. Pretend you have an orange. Place it on your chest and place your chin on that orange. So you have an orange between your chest and your chin. And leave that there. Those two things are going to stay pretty stationary. Now we're going to take our hands and we're going to make a little cup and put them behind your head and interlace your fingers if you want. You don't have to, but I interlace my fingers. Take your thumbs and place them down the sides of your neck or on your jaw. I place mine down my neck because my hands aren't big enough to reach my jaw. Now, your head is just going to stay resting in those hands. The hands are going to do nothing but act like a hammock, just resting your head. Your belly is flat. Your lower back is pushed to the floor, and your head is resting in your hands. Keep your elbows back and down. Every time you lift, you're going to lift from your belly, and you're going to exhale. When you release and go back down, you're going to inhale, and your abdominal area is going to slowly let you go back down. So it's a slow, controlled movement up and down. So take a big breath, and as you exhale, lift your shoulders, neck, and head off the ground. Exhale. Inhale, slowly back down. You only have to lift a few inches. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. There you go. Now that was a flow. Now we're going to do a bicycle. One knee is going to come up and your opposite shoulder is going to come across and to that opposite knee. And as you come up, you're going to exhale. So inhale, exhale. Do it all in one movement. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now I hope your abdominals are doing the lifting, not your hands, and I hope you're keeping the small of your back rooted down to the earth. Let's do the bicycle one more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Excellent. Now you can do these exercises standing or sitting, but they won't be quite as intense as when you're laying down because you are fighting gravity. And when you stand or sit, gravity isn't pulling you one way or the other. So they're not quite as intense. But if getting down on the ground is not something that's available to you, then you can do these sitting in a chair or standing. I'm going to talk about breathing for a minute because I talked about the benefits of how these abdominal exercises will strengthen your abs, but you can also get a benefit of endurance as well. And it all has to do with the breathing pattern that you utilize during the exercise. If you come up and breathe and exhale and go back down and flow with it, up, down, exhale, inhale, you are building, you're building endurance by doing that. But if you come up, stay up, and do 3 or 4 cycles of breath while you're up and go back down, you're building strength. So that's 2 ways you can use abdominal exercises. So if I want to build endurance, I will go exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And if I want to build strength, I'm going to come up, hold up, and take 3 to 5 breaths, holding. 2, 3, and come back down. That will build strength. So there's 2 different ways to utilize abdominal work. I mentioned that you should not pull on your head up. If you pull on your head up, your hands will get strong, but not your abs, kind of defeating the purpose. Same with the chin, with the orange. You want to keep that orange there and not be rocking your chin up and down. So that will also work your abs. You want to pull from your abs and release from your abs. If you flop back down without going down controlled, you're giving gravity a great workout, not your abs. So you don't want to be doing that. What other things are there that you have? Keeping your back close to the floor. You want to keep that back fused to the floor. And by the way, if you have low back problems, sciatica, you don't want to do ab work at all. You need to take care of that problem before you start doing ab work. Ab work is for strength building and endurance, but your back has to be healthy to do it. So get your back healthy first. I hope you don't pay too much attention to what happened to anything to you yesterday. Let it all go. Live for the moment. And I will see you next time. Namaste.